Next, we're going to do something a little special. Is Kyle Hill and Caleb DeLon ready to do... Are we ready? Okay.
The resolution is, let me see if I can remember the resolution, resolved that flattery and good looks should be valued over logic and reasoning. Kyle Hill will be going aff, and Caleb DeLon will be going neg.
First of all, I should win solely on the reason of my tie. I would agree that, most of you agree that this tie is fantastic, if I must do say. But since I can't win on just a tie, maybe, I'd like to go on some definitions. First, we have to define some things absolutely. So flattery can be defined as me. Appearance can be defined as me. Amazing, me. And gorgeous, you guessed it, you.
That's flattery.
So, let's move on to my three contentions, which are me, myself, and I. So first me, let's give you a little background of myself. My name is Kyle Joshua Hill. You see, Kyle can be defined as basically handsome. That's why they named me Kyle, handsome. Joshua, they named me after the Bible character who is a warrior. So basically you can call me a handsome warrior on a hill. You see, I would flex for you now, but I kind of like the clothes I'm in, so we're gonna not do that. But enough about me, let's move on to myself. There was once someone who was born. A beautiful, dashing man. That man was myself. This man went on to do amazing things, mainly being myself. Which reminds me of successful people, and these successful people are people that know me. So let's move on to I. I love you. You are gorgeous, you are amazing, and just by knowing me, you are fantastic. So all of you guys, if you ever need to hear my voice and need to hear that I love you, or you want to tell me you love me, please call 1-800-LOVE-KYLE. Now I'm going to close with this quote. A great man once said, Kyle Joshua Hill. Thank you. Forgot about cross-X.
Now, Kyle, do you support the Cody DeLon permanently gives announcements movement?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Now, do governments have a moral obligation to abolish the United Nations?
Yes.
Okay.
Gone, be done with it.
Okay.
And replace me with it.
Okay. Now, what is the meaning and significance of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra and its relation to the Iranian hostage crisis of 1803 and the modern-day ramifications for Ford truck owners?
No.
And finally, the question everyone's longing to know, which is better, LD or TP?
LD!
Thank you very much. No further questions.
No prep time?
No prep time. Everyone ready?
No.
No? I don't care. I didn't have to flatter you. Starting right off with the value in this debate round, we are doing Lincoln Douglas value debate, and however, I'm going to eschew using a value. Now, eschew is not linguistically related to cashews. Cashews are a nut, and thus using a value would be a nutty idea, and thus I won't. Going right into the contention, starting off logically with contention 2, ties. Contention 2, ties. And I have a simple logical syllogism here to show you why Kyle's case simply doesn't stand. Premise A, Kyle is wearing a tie. Kyle is wearing a tie. Premise X, Hitler also wore ties. Premise Omicron. Hitler was not a nice guy. Therefore, we can logically conclude that Hitler's middle name was Kyle. Moving on to contention 3. Contention 3 is bells. Bells. Kyle's entire last speech was just like the school bell that we kept hearing yesterday morning. It's useless for our purposes, interrupts some more important things, and leaves a nasty ringing in our heads. Now, we can compare his case to an orange. Now, if you take an orange and you peel the orange and you have orange segments, you take the orange, you mix it with apple, you throw in some pineapple, you put it in a blender, you blend it up, what do you get? You get a milkshake. Now, in this debate round, we do not want a milkshake, and thus, of course, we do not want the affirmative case. Now, moving on to contention 0. Contention 0 is fraud. Fraud. Now, we look at the last 3 digits of the phone number that Kyle gave to call him on, we can see that they really don't work, because if you take them, subtract the square root of 7, multiply it by the number of polar bears in Antarctica, add the previously aforementioned milkshake, divide it by pi, pumpkin pie that is, and add the least common denominator of our ages, then you get 73. And therefore, Kyle's did not actually give you his actual phone number. It was attempting to defraud you and really doesn't care about you at all. And since I've run out of time, I have no other reasons why Kyle's case doesn't work, except that, again, Hitler's middle name was Kyle. Thank you very much. And I stand eminently ready for cross-examination.
Question number 1. Do you think I'm gorgeous?
Well,
Just kidding, I think we all know the answer to that one. Number 2. Do you think Kyle Joshua Hill is ugly? Just kidding, that is an oxymoron. Number 3. Do you think the world would be a better place if everyone knew Kyle Hill?
The world is
That's a rhetorical question. Now, would you agree, or would you agree, yes, that you need to be more humble? Don't